Welcome to the MedRite video documentation. This tutorial covers the configuration and use of PPD orders. A PPD, or tuberculin skin test, is used to screen residents for a past or present tuberculosis infection before exposing them to the general population. PPDs can be one or two-step depending on the facility's configuration. Let's begin by looking at that configuration. Navigate to Facility, AWP Configurations, and select Global Configurations from the Actions panel. There are two configurations for PPDs, the number of steps and the days to wait for second PPD. Number of steps simply indicates whether a one or two-step PPD is used. The days to wait for second PPD indicates the number of days after the first step PPD test that the second step PPD test should be scheduled for. This can be set up to 3 weeks. PPD tests always include a follow-up after each PPD is placed. This is called an in-duration follow-up. Select the follow-ups action and find the in-duration section. Here we can see the amount of time after the PPD is placed that the in-duration of the skin should be checked. The follow-up will be scheduled for the number of hours and minutes listed here, usually 48 to 72 hours. Click Submit to update the follow-up time. Now let's create a PPD order. Navigate to Orders, New Facility Order. Select the resident in question to assign a PPD order to. From the order type pull-down, either one or two-step PPD will be listed. This depends on the facility's configuration. Make sure to set the prescribing doctor and submit. Now let's move over to the MedPass machine. First, let's take a look at this resident's medication profile. Here we can see that Step 1 and Step 2 PPD tests have been assigned to this resident's medication profile and are already active. The Step 1 PPD will be available to be administered for the entire day that the order was created. The PPD Step 2 will automatically be created for facilities that use two-step PPDs, and the start date will be set a number of days after the start date of the Step 1 PPD, depending on the facility's configuration. Note that the Step 2 PPD test is used in case a false negative is read from the first step. If the first step of the test reads positive, the Step 2 PPD test will automatically be discontinued. Now let's go to the Pass Orders action. Here we can see our PPD order tablet. Every PPD test has two prerequisites. One is the lot number. Select it and provide the lot number of the test being used. Then submit. The second prerequisite is to document the location the PPD was injected into the skin. Select the location and submit. Now the PPD test can be documented as given. The follow-up will automatically be scheduled an amount of time in the future equal to the in-duration configuration we looked at earlier. Let's jump ahead to when this follow-up is due. Select the in-duration check follow-up. Provide the results in millimeters using the input box or the slider. Then select positive or negative. Remember that for a two-step PPD, the second step will be discontinued automatically if the first step is positive. To see this in action, let's say that this test was positive. Any additional comments can be left in the comments box as needed. Click Submit to finish performing this follow-up. Now let's check the resident's medication profile again. Here we can see that the Step 1 of the PPD is still here with its end date now set to today. However, the Step 2 of the PPD is gone because it was automatically discontinued for a positive test. If the test was negative, then per facility configuration, 2 to 3 weeks later, the second step PPD would come up to be administered and would have a follow-up just like the first step PPD. The second step PPD is documented, as is its follow-up, in exactly the same way as the first step PPD was. Looking back at the administrative web portal, let's observe setting up a PPD as a standing order. Navigate to Orders, Standing Orders. A PPD can be created as a non-admission standing order. Select the new non-admission standing order action. Then, from the order type pull-down, select PPD. View the Orders Standing Orders documentation for more information on using standing orders. Be sure to set the start date appropriately when assigning this PPD order. That concludes the tutorial on PPD orders. For more detailed information, view the orders PPD's written documentation. Thank you for watching this MedRite tutorial.